Well, hello everybody. This is an update for day 5. Last night I slept at the Lance Creek campground, 6 tent spots, about 12 of us there. Maybe not quite that many, maybe 10. I found a place to hang my hammock right on the edge of literally right on the edge of the walkway going in, so my guy lines actually were in the way of folks. So I had to wait to set up my tarp until everybody was pretty much going to bed. And then literally downslope right to the water. So the interesting part about that is when you're in that situation, it creates a cold sink. And man, it got cold about 3:30 or so. I was just freezing. The actual temperature, I think, only got down to 40, but because of that cold sink, it really made it cold. Got out of camp about 7:30, one of the best times so far, getting everything going and getting on the road. Because today was a low mileage day, but a very hard day. Today's day was to climb Blood Mountain. But prior to that, there's at least 2 other little mountains you got to go over to get to Blood Mountain. Now, the way I went up Blood Mountain is less strenuous because you're coming up the back side. It's strenuous enough to get up there, but I'll throw some videos here, hopefully on. So I might use my other camera to do kind of a panoramic from up top. It's a stone building. It's the oldest shelter on the Appalachian Trail. You could stay up there, but you have to have a bear canister this time of year, and none of us want to try and fiddle with a bear canister of all things. So there's not many AT hikers that will actually stay there during that period of time. So let's see what else. Coming down was brutal, very steep, very rocky, like going down stairs that are not set right. You know, sometimes half or twice what they normally would be set at. So coming down, I get a lot of strain on my left plantar's tendon. I've got a special sock with me. I'm going to wear it to bed tonight. And my right knee really got brutalized. Well, the plan was, from last week, I had sent a resupply package here to Neal's Gap, to a place called Mountain Crossings. And I knew from the weight of mail in it and how much I've been packing that there's no way that it was all going to fit in the pack, or that I even wanted to carry that much weight anymore. So I decided yesterday that, because I was going to just come in, grab the resupply, hike about 1.5 miles in to a campground and camp. So I decided to turn. So instead of doing that, I was going to turn into somewhat called a Nero, which is a near zero day, where I come in, maybe stay the night, pick up my resupply, send some things home. Some of the things I haven't used in the last 5 days, I don't need them. If I haven't used them, I'm packing them, and they're weight, and I don't need them, they're gone. So I went to do that, and but then coming down, I heard my right knee pop. I've had some problems with my right knees. I have the bands that I've been wearing, and they've really been saving me, but then I got that twinge of pain. And I'm 260 pounds, 40-pound pack. That's 300 pounds just banging down all the way from Blood Mountain. It's about a 2-mile descent. Decided that I would do what's called a zero, stay 2 nights. And I decided I didn't want to stay in the hostel with 60 other people all in these bunks. Yeah, it's a good way to socialize and get to know other people. But honestly, I haven't slept the last 4 nights worth of darn. A little bit better last night. I could use a night where nobody's snoring, and hopefully I can get some good rest and stay off these feet and this knee and let it do some healing. I'm in a little cabin called Blood Mountain Cabins. The stair right behind me goes up to a little loft. I went up there halfway up to check it out, and I couldn't even hardly get up the stairs. It hurt. That knee hurt. So I'm like, yeah, I definitely need to give it a rest. So I'm only allowed to stay 2 days at the hiker rate. They did my laundry as part of that tonight, which was kind of neat. I was expecting to have to do the laundry, but they took care of that. Went over to Mountain Crossing, which is about 300 or 400 yards away, and picked up my package, and also decided to buy a tent. I'm giving up the hammock. Mostly, I know my sleep's going to be a little bit worse on the ground than in the air, but it's so much volume. I mean, I got to carry an underquilt, which is almost like a second sleeping bag. The tent that I got, a Big Agnes Fly Creek, comes in at under 2 pounds trail weight. It actually weighs exactly the same as my hammock. And then I have my tarp that I got to put on it, and my underquilt, and all that volume. And the tent pegs can go on the outside of the pack right now that I'm not using that space for, and strap them down. And then the tent folds up to about the same size as a hammock. So hopefully I'll gain a couple of pounds advantage there. Excuse me. So anyway, that's what's going on. That was day 6. I'm committed to continue to do this. I got a little bit of sun today, as you can see. Kind of got burned up there on the mountain. Wasn't quite anticipating that. It was pretty cold and windy at the beginning of the day, but right now I've been going through this food supply and resorting and deciding what I'm going to keep and not to keep and give away and all those things. So anyway, that's day 6 of my Appalachian Trail experience. I tend to be the slowest person on the trail. Everybody passes me, so I can imagine the kind of trail I might end up with, in the end. So it'll probably have to do something with my lack of speed. But you know what? I don't care. I don't have any timeline. I can get there when I get there. I can do it how I want to do it. And if I end up doing it that way, that's just fine, as long as I can finish up. So anyway, everybody, good night.